What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Simple Minded Podcast, where ignorance knows absolutely no bounds. This is the second episode on the new channel. Big exciting stuff. Shout out to 35 people that watched our other pod.
That's
It's
a lot.
impressive.
That's a lot. All right.
I didn't think
For it to be on a new channel?
Granted,
I
4
thought
of
so
those are
too.
mine. However,
I only did 3 of them.
ooh, fake. Another episode of Elliot's cats killing each other. All right.
Anyway.
So Hunter doesn't care. I don't know if you care, but Gilbert Gottfried died. A legend.
Did you know who that was? First of
No,
all.
I still don't know who.
I
See, that's what I'm saying.
Eat my ass. You know who
I
he
looked
is.
him up, and I still don't know
Yes,
who he
that's
is.
You
what I
don't.
said.
You
I
don't
told
know his
Ricky this
face.
last
He's
night.
not an actor. He's a
It
voice
doesn't-
actor. You know.
it's-
You
look,
know his. Once
look.
you hear him, you will know who he is.
See, Ricky, so we had this conversation the other night, and I was like, when you first sent it, I was like, it's probably somebody that's played in stuff that I just don't know their face.
Yeah.
So I Googled the homie, like you said, and I was like, not only have I never seen this man, I've never seen these movies.
Listen.
Not a one
no,
of them besides
first of all, you
Aladdin.
don't watch movies.
I
Anyways.
mean, R.I.P. Like no
Anyways,
shade. I'm
he-
just saying, I
he-
didn't know
you
who
know
he
his
was.
you know his voice. He did like that voiceover of 50 Shades of Grey, and it was, really
What?
pretty
What?
funny.
What?
What are you talking?
He's a comedian. He's a comedian. That's who he
Wait,
is.
that's not. How do you spell? What was his name?
Gilbert
Oh.
Gottfried.
Hunter's up here talking, looking up
I think
Goodwin. Okay. All right. Put him up on
He's a
screen and let's
comedian.
look at his movies.
He's a comedian. All right.
All right. So he's done Aladdin,
Right.
He does. All right. He's not.
which I thought was the
you
one
can't,
other
no,
guy.
You can't compare him to like an actor like Chris Hemingway or whatever. The fuck.
I remember Cyber Chase, but I don't remember it enough.
All right, but to your point, all right, he's a voice actor. Well, give me a movie we've seen him in besides Aladdin, or heard him in.
I don't even know what Problem Child
I
is.
couldn't tell you. No, he's just.
I don't even know what. Ain't no
Oh,
Cracker-
Jack and the Beanstalk. The Fairy Odd Parents. Was he one of the Fairy Odd Parents?
Maybe.
He's probably like
He's
Mr.
probably a
Crocker
cameo.
or something.
Yeah.
I wonder.
He's a
Give me the-
he's a comedian. All right, and like
Oh, this is not good.
maybe he's not. Maybe he's probably like one of those.
This is not good. Okay, there
Norm
he is.
Norm was in no screw up. Hold on. Hold on.
wait, doesn't even
They
say
didn't
who he
even have an
was.
actor.
Hold on, screw up. Norm was
Norm who?
Norm Macdonald. All right, famous
Do you
famous
know who
comedian.
Norm is?
He was on SNL.
Oh,
Who
man.
watches SNL?
No.
Norm
I do-
Macdonald- I will-
do
I will
know
stand.
Frankie. I do know Frankie from Malcolm in the Middle.
Listen, I will stand like.
Oh, I know who that is.
Yeah,
You
he's the only one on there I know.
Right.
And Adam West.
R.I.P. Anyways, I'll tolerate. No one knows who Gilbert Gottfried is, but Norm Macdonald is hilarious comedian. I will not have any hatred towards him. He's hilarious.
Let's see if we know anything.
He's in Mike Tyson's Mysteries. He's the bird.
He's in Grown Ups. Okay, he's been in some movies. That's
Because
fair.
he's just comedian. He's like
So
Pete
he like
Davidson.
cameos and all these basically.
Yeah. All right. So like imagine Pete Davidson in the '90s. That's him.
Pete Davidson was alive in the 90s.
No, that's actually
Yeah.
yeah.
How old's Pete? Is he in his
How
30s?
are you?
I'm 20 something.
And when were you alive?
Did you know that Tom Holland's older than you? You know that?
No, he's not.
He is. Look it up. Janitor.
Tom Holland is.
I'm
Tom
pretty.
Holland's
I'm
like
pretty sure.
18
I'm
years
pretty
old.
sure he's 25. Oh, I was right. He was 25. Ah.
What?
You didn't know that?
Yeah. You know that?
Andrew Garfield's 40. Actually, he was looking.
No,
pretty
he looked 50.
Tobey Maguire looks 50. Yeah.
I mean, like, oh no, someone who's 50 looks 50. I mean,
No, it's fair. No, I mean we're.
what's weird is that Andrew Garfield does not look like, was he 36 or something like that? He looks
Yeah.
old. I mean, young, still.
Younger than 36.
Yeah.
He was 38.
30, yeah.
Oh,
That's still.
I think he looks like early 30s.
I don't know.
Okay. Anyways,
That was a weird noise.
Jarrett.
Yeah.
Somebody's upstairs.
ooh, is it Frank? Is that the ghost that lives in my apartment?
Fred.
Fred.
I forgot about Fred.
Yes.
All right. So, question, guys. If you could have one person sponsor the podcast,
Ellie wants Cheez-Its, and I think Cheez-Its
I know.
is.
No.
I think it's an interesting.
who do you think?
Sponsor.
Who do you think would be goated as a sponsor for the podcast? Like,
As
if
in
you-
jokes or like
just in general. Like
a funny this podcast sponsored
no,
by.
be top tier sponsor. Like you.
Oh, I don't know. Probably like an energy drink, maybe like Red Bull.
No.
No.
What would you think is a goated? Because you have to do it all the time on the podcast.
I'm trying to think what I use the most in my life.
Kleenex.
Apple.
Apple.
I mean, like if you're talking like out of reach, like are you talking? Because nobody, I don't know a single person sponsored by Apple.
They're their own sponsor.
Yeah. So.
Green Tech's little devil.
Yeah.
Oh no. All right, let's say like not completely out of reach. Like we could see Cheez-It sponsoring a podcast.
Yeah, I can see them sponsoring a podcast.
Right.
Like you could see Jameson sponsoring a podcast. You can see
That's the other one I did once.
yeah.
Is Jameson whiskey.
Jameson would probably be my top tier. Like, because I could see that as being a realistic sponsor. Because they like run ads and work with influencers. So
Right.
I wouldn't really care about Cheez-It. Now, want to take a Cheez-It sponsor? Yes.
See, I think, well, it doesn't really pertain to us, but I think one that would be cool would be some sort of
Adam and
stock-
Eve.
some sort of like stock thing.
Spitzers.
You're in
So-
left field here, Ricky.
So like
You mean like Rob?
like Robin Hood and stuff like that, like stock.
Yeah. 'Cause not only do you get paid to say it, you also get
Well, technically
Like-
speaking,
affiliates and stuff from a lot of that too.
we can run affiliates with Robinhood right now.
Yeah, but it would be cool if they were paying us $50,000 to say it.
Oh, actually, I think they capped the affiliate thing
I'm sure they do,
to like 5. You only do 5.
but that might be different for the people they like. Graham Stephan does not only get 5.
Yeah.
You know?
Speaking of Marlon, you have stocks?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I have.
He has to file them on his taxes because he sold $30 worth,
It was actually more than that. It was like 50.
and I just
but
put it in public, so the IRS knows.
I don't know. I just feel like
I
think I have
$30.
10 stocks and like 200 Doge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I'm down on all my stocks. I bought them high.
Nice.
I wonder how rich I got today.
You mean when the news came out?
I still can't believe you guys didn't read it.
I didn't read it. No.
So
Hunter sent us a 15-page paragraph.
no,
He pulled
no.
a Jared talk.
Yeah, I was like,
sent-
I'm not reading this.
I sent you the SEC filing. It's 2 pages. The SEC filing is it's a public ledger that shows like the actual stuff that happened and everything. So in this, people can like incite evidence or exhibits or whatever
Yeah.
you want to call it. In this filing, so Elon wrote to the chairman of the board of Twitter. All right. Actually, you want to read it? You have a better monologue voice.
No, I can't. I have a 3rd grade reading level.
Nah, I just wanted you to say that. All right.
Fair.
He said, I invested in Twitter as I believe in its potential to be the platform for free speech around the globe. And I believe free speech is a societal imperative for functioning democracy. However, since making my investment, I now realize the company will neither thrive nor serve the societal imperative and its current form. Twitter needs to be transformed as a private company. As a result, I am offering to buy 100% of Twitter for $54.20 per share in cash, a 54% premium over the day before I began investing in Twitter, and a 38% premium over the day before my investment was publicly announced. My offer is my best and final offer, and if it is not accepted, I would need to reconsider my position as a shareholder. Twitter has an extraordinary potential. I will unlock it.
I don't think they will sell.
Elon Musk.
I don't think they'll sell. And I think this will be a spite. I don't sell.
I don't know.
But I don't think you know, like,
Isn't it-
54%.
Is it like $30 right now? Something like that?
It's 38.
No. Is it right now?
It was.
It doesn't matter. So it was $30. Or it was 20 some or whatever. And it went to 50. He offered to buy the shares at 50.
Mm-hmm.
So in theory, if he did that, everybody
That
would
owns
be
Twitter.
that owns Twitter would be doubling their position from a week ago.
So how does that work? So this is a legitimate question. So Elon wants to buy Twitter. And when I think of a buy of something of a public traded stock, wouldn't that be buying all the stock?
They can
Yes.
override it.
He offered in this SEC
How
filing,
if I buy a stock, how can Elon buy it from under me?
I don't know. That's a good question. That's a
'Cause,
very
like,
good
well,
question.
that's what my
it's
question's
kinda,
like.
I guess it's kind of the same way like when mergers happen, you don't have enough money to cover, or you don't
Anyways,
have enough money to cover the merger, or enough stock, so they automatically just sell it. It probably works the same way. There's probably like rules to bear, like if somebody wants to buy out a whole entire company for $54 million, and the majority of
the government
billion
the
dollars.
government comes in, holds
No,
Elon's
the
hand.
shareholders are like, look, like there's obviously shareholders, but there's majority shareholders that actually like run the thing.
Yeah.
Right.
And they probably make the final call.
Well, yeah,
'Cause the
He
shareholder-
said somewhere he would do his best to hold public something, but he said it would never become what he wanted it to or what it needs to be as a public company. It needed to be private.
I think this is such a strange. I would never would have told you in a million years that Elon would even think about like buying Twitter.
It makes,
Granted,
it makes
E-
perfect sense.
It makes perfect sense, yeah, because I believe Elon was probably gonna. I bet this is what happened. Elon did the math in his head on how much money and time it would take to build a new Twitter from start.
And
said,
it probably wouldn't work.
yeah, I was like, well, I mean, it's Elon's Twitter. People would go to it, but like, I don't know. Anyway, he probably said it's probably cheaper, me, the richest man on the planet, just to buy it. And
Mhm.
I bet 100% he probably would pay in cash.
Yeah.
And he'd be like,
that's what the offer
give me a
was.
second. Hold on, I got the rest of it.
You know how much? You know how much it was?
How much?
How much that offer's for?
Can I guess?
40
Yep.
Can you play high
guess.
or low? Oh, you're right. I said 40 billion.
around that, something like that.
All
Dang
right,
it,
there's-
Elliot, like we could
Yeah,
have had a
it's-
game there, high or low.
like-
you just ruined it.
It's like 38 or 37 or something like that billion, and he's paying in all cash. And you know what the impressive part about this is? He'll still be almost twice as rich as Jeff Bezos. Actually, I don't know about twice,
So,
but
actually,
he's
so if he buys it for 30 some,
Oh
billion,
no!
and it goes to zero the next day.
well,
He's still,
but
by
it
far the
doesn't
richest.
go to zero.
No,
the
but-
evaluation's still there, so he's not losing money.
A
He's trading money.
hypothetical, if it went to zero, he would still like. If he lost 40 billion,
You think this?
He would still
So
by
if
far
Twitter
be the
says
richest.
no, we're not selling. So I think like,
Twitter's gonna say yes.
but like hypothetically, I don't think they will.
I think,
don't
like,
think they will.
what's weird because
Out of spite, like a spite thing.
you
I
can
don't
see
think
like
they
the
will.
public ledger of who holds the most shares. I don't think people like Dorsey and them like they don't care anymore. It's these companies like BlackRock and these other people who have chairman on the boards and Vanguard like,
And
that are going to lose a tremendous amount of money. if
are they
Elon
going to
pulls out.
lose tremendous amount of money? They're getting paid 38%.
No, if he pulls out.
Oh,
This is also the thing is like if they don't accept it, I would assume that the stock's gonna drop, right? If like Twitter doesn't
Elon's
accept-
made his social media play. That's arguably more powerful than his bid to buy it or his bid
So-
to sell it.
So not only will it
Twitter bans
so,
Elon.
So what happens, right, is we've seen this time and time again. People aren't ever scared of what happens with the stock. People are scared of the potential. And that's one thing. Since we've started investing, we've really realized that.
I mean,
So people don't care once something's happened. Like if you know your economy's horrible, you don't care. Like it doesn't affect stocks. What affects stocks is the potential of something doing worse.
Fear.
Fear.
The
So
potential
what's
of-
going to happen,
yeah.
right, is if Twitter says no, everybody's going to fear that Elon's going to sell it and they're going to lose 50% of their money.
Mhm.
So they're instantly going to go and sell it, which is going to create the market
Why
to
bother-
drop anyways.
so-
And then when he sells it, it's going to drop even more.
Do you
And
think Elon bought the first 9% for the sole purpose of
Leverage?
leverage? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm.
Like looking back, why would, yeah. 100%.
And like looking back, this is like what, like 4 days since we did the last podcast. I
Yeah.
mean, interesting.
But I
just
think
goes to show you, Elon has too much money. If he's willing, okay, he doesn't have too much money, but like,
No, he has too much money.
yeah.
If he could just buy, he's go like, you know what? 40 billion. I don't care. Whatever.
you couldn't buy Apple.
I think if he wanted to.
No, you couldn't. Apple's the biggest company.
so
in the
what do you
world.
think
It's
is
worth
lo-
over $1 trillion?
What do you think?
Oh, is it?
What do
Yeah.
you think his long-term play is in terms of what's he going to use Twitter for? I think he's going to make it into like more of a Facebook, Instagram thing. So like Twitter right now is only tweets. Like
I'm aware.
you can say it's pictures and videos, but it's not. I think Elon's going to make it his own personal social media.
Oh yeah, and they're gonna be like, don't you love the new Tesla? The new Tesla's great. There's gonna be so much.
It's
of
going to be
that.
completely integrated with Elon's new social media.
Oh, of course. His new social media is called Twitter. Why make a new social media and buy the biggest one at the same?
Well, I
arguably
know.
the biggest one at the same time. Like, no,
Yeah,
he's
but,
gonna
like-
he's gonna throw
But
all that away.
Do you disagree with him that Twitter's not like
I have no idea. I don't use Twitter.
exactly? I don't think Twitter's that prevalent. Like it's
I think big name and blue checks use Twitter, but I don't use Twitter.
Yeah.
And I like the only person I know who uses Twitter is one of my friends from college, and that's it.
I don't know.
And
anybody
he
that uses
doesn't
Twitter.
tweet. He just like we were in vibes, and he was scrolling through. I was like, "You use Twitter?" He's like, "Yeah." And that was
Yeah.
like that was it.
But it's still much easier than starting your own.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
no, I agree.
Oh, no,
but
yeah,
like
it's the infrastructure's
I'm
all-
saying, like Elon's right in the sense that Twitter is not really anything anymore.
No. Like compared to the other ones, it's smart enough to buy it and revamp it.
It's more. Twitter's more of a big name thing. No one cares if Joe Smo tweets, because why would you? Like, I don't care what James McBride is thinking at the moment, but I do care what Kanye's thinking.
Yeah.
And
That's
that's the only thing that comes from Twitter. That is the pull. The whole pull is like, oh, Shaq said this.
Mm-hmm.
And no,
Yeah, you make a good point.
I don't scroll through and see what my friends are tweeting. You know, that's the whole point. Is big names and blue checks. That's it.
Hmm.
You think he's going to want to change that?
Maybe. I don't change. No. Add. Yes. He's probably gonna add stuff. Like you said, there's probably might be like one you scroll over and instead of tweets, it's pictures
Right.
like Instagram. Like I see
Mhm.
that happening, but him's like completely just
Yeah, redoing it.
buying. Literally, he's literally buying all this software and buying this infrastructure for him to throw it away. No, it's such a waste.
Mm-hmm.
Because like that's what it is.
It's not
He's
a
buying.
waste when you got 300 billion.
Yeah, but he's like buying the infrastructure of Twitter. That's what he is.
Or yeah, how do you think he has all the cash? Has he been liquidating stuff?
It's hard to say. I don't know.
Or do
I
you
couldn't
think-
tell you.
So like when these evaluations come out that he's
It could have been PayPal money from 5, 10, 20 years ago.
like when these evaluations
True.
are coming out that he has 300 billion. If he has
Most of that's based on because remember
Most of
we
it's
did a
based on stock
podcast. We did a
evaluation.
podcast when he became the weirdest man
Yeah,
in the world. Remember
yeah,
that? We
I
were
do.
like, whoa. That's
Whoa.
all based on
stock
Tesla
evaluation.
price.
Yeah. Stock evaluation. But is he like the big question is who's really the richest person in the world? So like how much cash does Elon actually have?
Probably the Arabian princesses.
But he could have
princess,
also
sorry.
he could have also promised cash and not have cash right now.
yeah, he'd been like, just let me go to the bank.
He could be like
Yeah, it was.
it wouldn't be smart for him to have 50 billion on hand. So I would assume that he told them that, and if they say yes, he's gonna sell something. I don't know, like
Sell stock over the
But
course
the
of so
saying
long.
Yeah.
I'll pay with cash means you're that you're serious about it.
Yeah.
I think that's the biggest thing. You'd be like, well, I got cash, and like Twitter would be like, just write a check. like saying like, oh, and I'll pay with cash. It's just like I am serious about this. I
Yeah.
will pay.
Yeah.
That's what it means. You know.
How did she go from there to there?
So I have no idea.
Mm.
Yeah, it's interesting news. I am interested at the very least to see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I still think it's crazy personally.
Man, Elon could do whatever he wanted. Does he have an alcohol yet?
It's probably not worth his time. Like
No.
it's.
It's probably not doesn't generate enough.
I mean, unless you're like McGregor, who has his whiskey, who's like apparently it's like really just cheap whiskey, kind of like Jameson or like Jack or whatever.
Hey,
Cheap whiskey
Hey.
like Jameson and Jack. And it's smart because like if he made like a really like expensive and aged whiskey,
Yeah, his fans wouldn't be able to buy it.
his fans and his fans
gosh.
no, his fans would be able to buy it. But you better believe you go to eat any home in Ireland, top shelf. There's McGregor whiskey. I bet every single because they love them over there, obviously.
Yeah.
So like, and people in Ireland love whiskey, so it's just like, bow. Like it was like a combination
Mm-hmm.
that, without a doubt, is the reason why it's selling so well. I don't hear about like the Rock's tequila.
Terramana.
Is the Rock have tequila? Is
Yeah.
that what it is? I don't hear like Rock Tequila doing really good.
You know who I hear about the most? Diddy's and Aviation.
I do hear about Aviation. That's
Huh?
Ryan Reynolds' gen.
Never heard of either of those.
You know who Diddy's?
I don't know about Diddy's.
Ciroc.
Oh,
Take your time. I don't know who that is. Ciroc.
No,
God.
Ciroc's like arguably one of the most famous alcohol vodka brands.
Oh yeah. I'm not an alcoholic. Dang. Like.
Sure. Anyway.
Oh what?
This is obvious.
You're drinking
You're
ginger-
obviously apple juice, Ricky.
Yeah.
You're drinking apple juice and eating Cheez-Its, and it is 3:00 in the afternoon
On a Wednesday.
on a Wednesday.
Freaking cap. It's 6:40.
That doesn't help you. That doesn't help you
You
at
don't
all.
know
Elliot.
that. It's 2v1.
You don't know that.
I'd say it's 3
You're
o'clock.
going crazy, Elliot. What are you talking about? It's 3:00. I can see the sun shining out from your front porch.
That's true.
You're
You guys
crazy.
Going to walk after this?
No, it's cold.
It is 63 degrees.
It is cold, and I don't think you can walk in a straight line.
Ricky and I had this conversation yesterday that, well, I feel like I'm different now than I used to be, but still, we were walking yesterday, and it was like, 72,
Oh.
and we were
Ooh,
like,
It's cold.
it's cold out here. I want to get a hoodie.
And I was thinking
Are
about
y'all
that.
old?
No, I think it's just where it's slightly gotten hotter and hotter. Because like I was thinking back on it, like it was like in February, it was like 44 degrees, and I'm like
Marlon's butt ass naked outside.
5-inch seams. We're rocking the cutoffs. Get some pair of Roches on, ankle socks. We killing it. But now it's like 77. I'm like, I need a sweatshirt.
Mm-hmm.
This sucks.
See, I feel like I've also got prone to the more hot. I don't know how.
Oh,
Like-
it's crazy you actually bring this up. It's really funny. This morning I was wearing a hoodie, and so in the morning in the summer I usually after I take a shower I usually wear a cutoff and the 5-inch inseam
Classic
know,
outfit, really.
when I cook in my breakfast. This morning I would put my sweatshirt on, my t-shirt
Well, I think
on,
it's
my
because
socks.
All right, first
Stephanie
of all,
came downstairs. She's like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Why do you have a hoodie on?" I was like, "It's."
First of all, it's weirdly always cold in your house.
Very.
I don't know why. Like it's like
Because
you ain't
I
not
think-
even running the
I found-
AC.
I found
It's
out-
just cold.
I found out why it's cold in the basement. I run the dehumidifier and it blows cold air.
Oh. But like overall, I feel like it's just cold. Like I remember like when we first like moved in, I was thinking like, well, I'm going to Elliot's. I need to bring a sweatshirt. 'Cause
I
it'd
do
be like
have the
60.
AC on upstairs. It was 75 in the house last night. Couldn't sleep.
It was hot in our apartment last night.
Yeah, it stays at like 70, but we're not turning up.
This-
You turn AC on? Rich people.
Rich people.
Billionaires, man.
My power bill was only 180 this month.
Yeah, that's our hot. That was our.
That's the lowest
We
power
never
bill.
went.
We're
that
trying
high
to beat our
before.
record. What's our record? 40?
No, it's never been that low.
I thought we
Record's
had
like-
one that was like
60.
40 or
I've had
50.
it down to
It was
60.
60.
Oh.
60 is probably the lowest I've ever had it.
And it was like, I think it was like maybe like mid-August. I was like, you know what? No. Nope. I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. Hunter like pooped in my room. I was like, Mom, why are you yelling? And it's 9 o'clock. He's like, I'm turning the AC off out of spite. It was like, I was like, Mom, the power bill was like $60 last month. It wasn't that bad. It's like, no, I don't care. I just have the urge. Like maybe it was like a DELP genetic
The
thing.
dope genetic
Just like
thing.
popped in my head and was like,
The urge to save money.
who do they think they are?
Charging
I can
us.
open up a window.
Man.
Open up the window.
The 80-degree heat blows in.
Sitting on the couch sweating. I ain't get a dime out of me.
Man, there's one of the better feelings I feel like in life is walking in from like scorching hot outside to AC. I don't know why.
I have the opposite. One of my greatest feelings is when you're at the
sun
beach.
hits you.
It's when you're at the beach and you're inside the beach house and it's like 65.
I agree.
That everybody's like, oh, let's get the beach house super cold. 65 because we're at the beach. And like you first like open the door and like that salt water like wind hits you, the sun hits you, and it's like 85 degrees outside. You just go, oh. It's literally like, now where's that mimosa?
Man, it's gonna be hot. Warren.
That's what I was getting ready to say. Would you guys rather it be like, would you rather it be 70 or 90 at the beach?
90.
At the beach, 90.
90.
Cook me
No,
alive.
95. Make it invisible. Like, yeah. Yeah, like if I'm out walking like on the sand and I'm not going, ha, 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 ha,
if it's
ha.
not painful to get out to
Yeah.
the beach, do you really want it? What about you?
No, I want to get close
Yeah,
to the pavement and like go.
I'd rather be hot here.
Yeah.
See,
yeah.
I don't.
I'd rather it be 90 here than 70 here.
Ooh, a crisp 85. Personally.
I think 80. I think 80 is optimal temperature. Like, because when you start getting in the 90s and 95
I think the
here,
I think the
it's
optimal
hot.
the
Mhm.
optimal temperature is the one you can jump in the pool and you're not like you know. Like
See,
I think,
I don't.
and that's 85.
But I don't. But I always jump in the pool and I'm like, it's cold. Now, can it be colder? Yeah.
Our pool is a little different. I feel like our pool is just made because
Yeah, I think
ours
more
is
like,
always under shade.
We were like in Fernandina and you jumped in the pool. More like that. Like if you're somewhere actually warm
Like
and it's an actual pool.
That's fair.
like pool temp. But see, like our pool, like our house doesn't count, Elliot, because it's under shade, like all the time.
Pool.
Yeah,
Mhm.
so it's cold. It never gets direct sunlight.
Yeah.
Man, weird pool placement, Dad. Anyways,
Privileged people. Pools.
Mm-mm.
you don't get a hot tub for your
No, I don't think I'll get a hot tub here. I think
not-
a hot tub.
next house.
I think a hot tub is something I want though. And never have kids.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. You can either have hot tubs or have a kid.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know what I'm picking.
I want to view next house. Oh gosh, where do?
Really?
We're talking about the winter. You're gonna ask where we're gonna go this
Yeah.
winter. I have no idea.
I don't know.
Me either.
It's good.
great topic, guys.
Well,
it's going to be so
I don't know.
expensive. I don't know how much you know about, but flights are ridiculous right now.
Mm-mm.
it's not helping that nobody else has a credit card.
Why
Yeah.
don't we just walk to like Canada or something?
We
That'd
could.
be fun.
I'm down for Canada.
Walk in Canada.
I wouldn't mind. You know, we were talking about this morning. I wouldn't mind going to Vermont.
Yeah, well, how you getting to Canada?
I just thought the most ridiculous place we can go to for the winter. Oh no, it would be Alaska. Oh, that'd be funny.
That'd be horrible.
That'd be good for content when you think about it. Like
Not
for
really.
me, but for Elliot. Yeah, he'll kill a bear, go hunting.
All right, now you're looking at 10, 15 grand.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you make
What-
$5 million off the videos,
Once you start shooting stuff in different locations, it goes crazy.
well, you
Oh,
don't tell anyone
we
to
should
do
get
it.
Marlon to dress up in. Did you see the comments this morning about everybody was telling
The
Sparky to get to bathe themselves in mud?
Yeah.
Oh,
Just
So
tell
your,
Ricky
your
about
media
that?
reaction is, let's not let Sparky do it. Let's do it to Marlon.
I can just see Marlon just covered in mud.
yeah.
Yeah.
While we're there, we can just recreate Shawshank Redemption.
Ah!
You can add it to like your.
No, I should have pulled a
Add it
harder.
to
I was
your
like, what?
resume.
What? What?
What's
Shawshank-
what's
what's the-
Shawshank Redemption?
Is that like?
I
Is
do-
that
I
like a
have
book?
seen that one.
I haven't seen. I just know the scene.
It's all right. It's good.
Do you know it because they rip it off on BMS?
Yeah.
No,
No,
that's
really.
how I found out about it. I knew about that like 4 years before I saw Shawshank.
Your BMS is godly. Man, talk about a good TV show.
Never really watched that. I couldn't get into it. I couldn't get into
It
it.
is, man. It could be a whole podcast in itself. Just talk about.
They're talking about the show Blue Mountain State when they had BMS.
Everybody knows.
Everybody
You
knows.
just don't know.
Everybody knows.
Everybody
Everybody
knows.
knows.
who
Everybody
BMS
knows.
is. Yeah,
Mhm, mhm.
everybody knows.
Everybody, younger than 22. Knows
No,
who
they'll
BMS is.
learn.
the hard way.
No, it's not the hard. The hard way is when you watch In-Betweeners. That's learning the hard way.
All right, see, I never
I
watched
can't
that.
even see that now, right? What's it on?
Is
It's
it
on
on
Netflix.
Netflix?
It
Is it
used to
still?
be. I don't know if it still is,
All
but it
three?
used to be.
No,
Maybe.
there's 2 in a TV show.
I don't know. It doesn't matter because because White Gold.
White
on
Gold is
Netflix.
In-Betweeners.
Please watch
no,
it.
It's not.
I want a third season.
Is
Please
there a
wa-
second season?
Yeah, there's 2 seasons of White Gold.
Oh,
You hadn't watched them all?
I haven't.
No,
watched the
you
second
you
one.
have. We watched it together. I was there.
Was the second one when he was leaving his wife or something
Yeah.
like that? Oh, okay, never mind.
Actually, his wife was leaving him for like
Oh,
his coworker. Remember?
Yeah, man, that is a good TV show.
It's so stupid. My favorite was when he has
Are they
to
mattress salesmen or window
they're
salesmen?
window
Window
salesmen,
salesmen.
and like 2 of the salesmen had a bet that the other one could not sell windows, the same windows to the person they just sold them to. And not like a different set of windows, the exact same windows.
Yeah.
So like what he did was he's like, ma'am, they're defective. Buy these windows. So then he paid like the maintenance guy to take off the windows, put them in boxes, and like,
To bring them back.
put it back on. Oh, that's
I've seen
hilarious.
that one.
Yeah, I was there for that one.
It's quality content right there.
That's a good show. But like the problem with Netflix is that only like 5 people like watch a show like White Gold and then get canceled. They can never like. There's always like, here's a show, here's a show, here's a show, here's
They
a show,
do
here's a
dump
show,
shows, of course.
and like all like what, 10% of them might be watchable, and out of those 10%, they get 1% gets a second season.
It's true.
Where do you think content will go? Like talking about that, like the fact that 30 years ago CBS released 15 shows and everybody watched those 15 shows,
Big
but
budget
now
shows.
there's so many. Like Netflix come out every day, and then also once you start looking on Instagram, YouTube, all this stuff, you know how many people have 200K, 400K,
So,
a million, 2 million?
Here's my
Like, an
opinion.
unfathomable amount.
So I think back in the day of cable television, there was like really, really expensive TV shows, like budget wise, and like the not so expensive. Not so expensive be like Everybody Loves Raymond, and like
Those are good TV shows. I like them.
I never said they were bad TV shows.
Can you believe
But-
you just said they were bad
I
TV
know.
shows?
I literally said they didn't cost a lot of money to make. Like shows like that won't be a thing anymore. That's being replaced by YouTube, Instagram,
I mean
TikTok,
sitcoms.
sitcoms, or like low budget TV.
You know they're coming out with a That 70s show, but it's That 90s show, right?
I think
and
I
they have
heard that.
kids.
No.
the whoever the main characters,
That's old
they have
news.
like kids.
Like old news, as in that's been talked about for like a
I know
generation.
they've been wanting to do a sequel, like Marlon said, but they can't because it would be like coming out with Full House, but Fuller House. You shouldn't.
You know,
do
there's a new
stuff.
iCarly out too.
That's horrible.
and it's not doing well. I don't think because like
No.
It's
the
like-
people who are like, oh my god, iCarly, my generation are like, I'm not gonna watch it. I don't care. And like the new generation's like, who are these people? Why is Michael Jackson talking about some like show? What? Like so it's like that middle ground that no one cares. And I think so. Like what I was finishing, what I was saying, like middle ground, low budget ish stuff would be YouTube and TikTok, and only high budget shows would be the
Like
thing
Game
anymore.
of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, The Witcher, that Halo show, Disney stuff.
Halo show.
It's high budget. I didn't say it was good.
No.
High budget.
Get it right here, Hunter.
It's crazy high budget. And like the Marvel stuff, it's all high budget. Those shows will stay. And I feel like TV shows are only getting more and more high budget. Maybe it'll cap out sooner or later.
Something I noticed, and just on the thing of film, and we're coming off COVID. I've seen where movies are theater only now, and they're advertising it as theater only.
Yeah.
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah. It's not,
No, you've not seen that?
I think it was like Death in the Nile or whatever, Gal Gadot's new movie, whatever it was.
I've seen several of them that are like
They're like
watching theaters
watching
only.
theaters. Yeah. And like after it's watching theaters for like the first 3 weeks. something like that.
Oh, okay.
Then
Yeah,
after
that
that-
makes sense.
Yeah.
I thought you meant like only
No.
like you got 3 weeks to watch it and that's it.
No,
on
it's like
forever.
it's
No, it's forcing people back out.
right.
That like if you want to watch it, you got to go back out.
and that's why that's the thing is because like actors are
Getting pissed because they're getting robbed.
because a lot of their contracts are like ticket sales.
Yeah.
So they're like, well, I'm not gonna sign this where majority of my money is like, for example, Keanu
Scarlett
Reeves.
Johansson. Oh,
Keanu Reeves made all his money through the Matrix, because he didn't take Keanu Reeves wasn't paid barely anything for the Matrix. I say that in quotations because he was still paid, but like wasn't paid what he was worth. But he took like so and so like 15%, 20% of all ticket sales go to me and me only.
and he just raked it in.
And people are still buying like DVDs, like anything in the Matrix. Keanu takes a cut, so honestly, Keanu has so much money, and it's like that's just like a big example. But majority of like big actors, like the main actor, like Leo, and like Leonardo DiCaprio's next big movie, because he's Leonardo DiCaprio. His contract he'll sign will be like, and you get so many percent of the ticket sales, but we're not releasing it on theaters, so you're not getting paid. Which has happened to Black Widow.
yeah, and Scarlett Johansson, and it kind of burned her, and then there was a big lawsuit.
Did it burn her? Or are you saying like she made $2 million instead
No,
of like
no,
40
no,
she
no,
should
no,
have
no.
made?
she was promised, like, that was part of her contract, and then they only released it on Disney Plus.
So
She didn't get
So
any of that
she-
money.
she was supposed to get money
From
even
ticket
even
sales.
if it's $1 from like some guy buying it, one ticket sale. She's supposed to get that money, but she got 0 because it didn't release on.
It was a Disney Plus, and there was like a premium thing on Disney Plus where you pay $30 to watch the movie early,
And that didn't go to her.
and that didn't go to her.
When arguably it probably should have, because like I guess
Ti-
whoever you classify a ticket to see a movie,
Yeah.
I don't see a big difference in between me at home paying a company to watch a movie and me
Well,
at a theater paying a
Well,
company to watch a movie.
Consider it this way: you go to the theater, you watch the movie, you pay $16 a ticket. You go home, rent the movie for $30. Disney's bringing all that money in. You go to a movie theater.
There's a middleman.
There's a middleman. You're helping out a local business, like even Regal. I don't know if you, but it's Regal might be a massive company, but there's still somebody in whatever town you're in that owns the Regal. So you're still helping out a local business, and then you're probably gonna go out to eat. So you're gonna help out another local business. Like there's a lot more involved in ticket sales than just ticket sales.
Oh yeah, you help out your Dollar General buying candy.
Exactly.
I think it's outrageous that like, first of all, everyone's always scared of like, oh my gosh, what if they see me bringing in when we see me bringing candy, they'll escort me out. We think the average age of a movie theater worker is 15, 16.
Maybe.
The oldest might be 18. He's the regional manager.
Also, I hadn't been to that many movies recently, but how many times have you been checked going into the movies since
Never.
like 2010?
We went to see Batman. They didn't even
We
check
just-
our tickets.
We just
There
walked
wasn't
in.
even anybody there.
Yeah.
It's not like the dude said, "How's it going?" There's nobody there.
Yeah. And like,
Why'd I buy a ticket?
the only time I remember them checking tickets was for Star Wars.
Yeah, there was a line. That makes sense.
Yeah. That's the only time. Other than that, nah.
Hardly ever.
And see, like even like our local movie theater, if I walked in, it would be like, "Sir, you can't bring candy in here." It's like, right, first of all, Hunter, shut up. All right. Second of all, eat my ass. And if you walk in, you ain't gonna do anything. We're gonna call the cops. He's
Call the
breaking his
cops and-
sweethearts.
Escort him out in the middle of the theater. Yeah, no shot.
The cop comes in.
Dog, what are you doing? Leave me alone. Hey, you got skills in your pocket right now. You're only here to okay. You're here to watch the movie. Okay, I got you. Good excuse. Oh, I have a call with the movie theater. All right. It's gonna last 90 minutes, huh?
No, but like, yeah. So I think it's a good thing that they're getting forced back into it, whether it be for money reasons or whether it be to get people back out. It's probably for money reasons, but
Money reasons.
but the consequences, people are having to go back out, and I think it's a good thing.
Yeah, COVID's over.
Yeah.
Is it
It's over.
Is it?
everywhere?
Oh no, it's not over, obviously. But the whole COVID like mindset.
Yeah, but I mean, like, is it everywhere?
Except for California, they still get it over there.
Speaking of that, shout out to Florida for never getting COVID. I don't know how they did that. Never get Georgia.
Invisible
COVID.
barriers.
You walk over the line, gone,
Big fact.
gone, reduced to atoms.
Stephanie
Yeah, but, like-
undoubtedly had COVID in Florida. It didn't phase her from going.
No, but no, I did. Once you got out of Florida,
She got back. She felt like she had it, didn't
she
she?
felt like she had it.
Yeah. Whoa.
Maybe the what's the governor?
DeSantis.
DeSantis.
Maybe he has like an aura, a
It just
healing
covers
aura.
the state of Florida.
Yeah. You walk near him, it's like, oh my gosh, my cancer is it's gone. It's healed.
My COVID.
Gone.
May alligators bless you.
God.
Be God,
You
my
know, the
son.
Catholic stuff.
You think the Florida will be the?
Holy swamp water.
Why is he on such a Catholic kid?
Because Elliot brought it up that one day, and I like the jokes.
I didn't bring it up.
You
They
don't
did.
did. You were
You
talking
know, like,
about.
the other day at work, I took the time to watch a 7-hour documentary on how people come.
No, it wasn't even that.
Whoa, hold a minute.
No.
I watched a documentary on how to become a saint.
Yeah, you were sitting there like.
You just kept talking
So
about it.
do you guys know how saints are made? I was like, how are saints made, Elliot?
It's like a 5-year-old.
Yeah.
What was the funniest part?
Did you know that frogs and toads are different? It was like that. It was great. I did enjoy the competition though.
No, but,
Hey, like the best thing, the best.
no,
part.
the best part was Stephanie when
Stephanie.
when she was like,
No, you get to the whole thing. It was the whole thing. Elliot tells me, you're like, oh, you gotta perform a miracle. You gotta do this. Stephanie goes, that all sounds made up, Elliot. I was like, the church made it up. That's as if God was like, hey, this is how you become a saint. First of all, you gotta get all the snakes out of Ireland. You gotta have a bomb party once a year. You gotta wear green. Yes, it's the first time I've talked to anybody in 1,000 years, but this is important.
no, what was funny was we go through it all, and I'm like, you got to do the first
Yeah.
miracle, and like we keep talking, and then I'm like, then you do the second miracle, and Stephanie's like, wait a minute, the second miracle, that's too much.
I don't blame her. Even I said like, it's like, oh, all right, you performing one miracle, all right, man, whatever.
No, 2 miracles after you die. It's the crazy.
After you die.
That's the crazy part. You have to be dead. Somebody has to pray to you, and it has to be a miracle.
I wonder who the last saint was. And what
it's
year?
like once a year.
Really?
Yeah, it's common. I don't want to say it's a common thing, but it's a
So the thing
common.
I don't get is so you said that they like someone has to be caught praying to them. So like, are the people like in the church praying and like one of the preachers like, you know, kind of like was like, up. You said Donald Trump. You said Donald Trump. I heard it. Did you hear it, Jamie? Jamie heard it too. Let's get down to business. Oh, he's alive. Still? Oh.
Doesn't count.
All right, we'll wait. Like, how's that work? How do you like listen?
I don't know. Like that. It was very broad strokes on how to become a Catholic, but there had to be like,
Saint. Saint.
yeah.
It's not hard to be a Catholic. Well, I don't know why that's funny. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Just been on one, Ricky. That's all it is.
Yeah, really.
The bathing the babies in swamp water was that funny? I thought that was hilarious.
It's the apple juice talking.
There's that wasn't funny. Just say you're on one.
No, but like, so the gist of it, if we don't want to, if we want to dive back into that,
Swamp Catholics. What's your name? Podcast.
Swamp Catholic. No,
Does it pertain to us, though?
you have to die. You have to be a good person when
Yeah.
you die.
That's hard.
Yeah,
Like when you die, your whole life.
your whole life. You have to be a
Oh.
good person your whole life. Then somebody has to recommend you. Then somebody has to like pray to you, and you have to perform the miracle.
Yeah.
All right, and then you got to do. They got to like proof the miracle.
Does it have to be related?
The
So like
The
you
pr-
you
the
can't
pr-
you can't pray for an abundance of wealth and then
No,
Ricky
it has-
breaks his
it
leg
has to
and
be
he gets
like-
killed the next day.
no, it has to be like.
It has to be related to your.
It'd have to
prayer.
be like Ricky tore his arm off. I prayed for Ricky's arm to grow back, and Ricky's
your
arm
arm
grew
grew
back.
And you be the saint of arms growing back.
Well, I mean, it's what it is. But yeah, that's the gist of it. So,
That is
and
interesting.
then you do the second one, but the Pope can waive that if he wants.
See that? I bet that's waived probably a lot.
That second miracle.
Yeah, it's like James been dead for 4 years. He's not getting that second miracle.
I don't know how long the process.
we've been
is.
doing CPR on him for like months. He ain't doing it.
I bet coming back to life would count as a miracle.
Probably. What would
Yeah.
count? What would count as a miracle? That's a great question.
It's medical stuff.
Usually,
It can be anything. Like the church says, it can be anything.
But usually,
Typically, it's a medical related thing that's unexplainable by natural causes or
Like-
by medical.
like him like curing cancer or something like that.
Like you growing your arm back.
Oh, okay.
Like that was a very real example of like you can't really grow your arm back.
But yeah.
it'd be a miracle if you did.
Mhm.
So
Or people like walk again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'd like to look up like the most recent one. That's a little bit involved though.
Too much reading for
Too-
a podcast.
yeah.
You'd have to do your research and bring it.
Yeah. Maybe next time.
Maybe we should do that thing where like we do like a research of topic and like we talk about it on the podcast for an hour. I bet that would be
Maybe
entertaining.
just like an essay.
Yeah.
Or we.
Or-
if we had any talking points, that'd probably be
No,
a
no,
start.
no.
No, I got this. So Stephanie, all right. There's 3 pieces of paper. One says fake topic, and 2 of them say real topic. We put them in a hat. Stephanie hands us each one, and we open up whoever gets the fake topic has to make up a fact and like
That's
do
not real.
a research paper on it. And we present to the podcast, and the other two have to do a real topic, and we have to guess who's the fake one.
That's you lost me at research paper.
Well, he
I'm
doesn't
just,
mean
I mean,
research
just
paper, he means
like Elliot talking about Catholics. Like Elliot could have made all that up. You need to do 2 miracles, this, and that.
In all honesty, it was just one YouTube video that I got all
Yeah,
that from.
it
So,
could have
I
been
mean,
that.
It wasn't like
Yeah.
I did a lot of research.
Like no, that's not. I'm not like research paper. I'm like do that, or just like did you know that alligators and crocodiles are actually the same, and people have been gaslighted and think they're different. Like that.
That would be a good
Yeah.
one.
That would be a good one.
I would almost buy that too. That would be a good. Why don't you sit here and do it?
See, I think that'd be a good thing, but like we just watch it or have a random fact or YouTube thing, and we have to see who's lying.
So who's gonna find 3 different things every week?
It's not every week; it's just like one time.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
that'd be terrible.
every
No,
podcast.
no, that's
How are
too
we
much
talking about
work.
Elon, then?
It's just like what? It's just like a topic we can do. We don't have nothing else to talk about.
Also, for anybody that's still watching right now, because we're pretty deep into
Yeah,
it.
this is why I'm talking about it now. No one's
So
Yeah,
if-
Cole's here.
Oh, man, cool.
if you're here, would you buy a T-shirt with that logo on the back of it? Just out of curiosity.
Oh, like the one I have, my white tee.
Yeah, like all of them, more or less.
Yeah.
In a
I
general
think
concept.
mine white.
I-
My white one was
I
the best
think
one.
I think when we drop Basement Operator, if you're here, we're dropping merch soon. I
No,
think
we're not.
we're dropping apparel. Sorry,
Ooh, am I getting the sweatshirt?
No.
Oh.
I was starting to wear it to the gym. We can get you another one.
Oh.
I think we should do like a small run of Simple Minded stuff too.
I'd buy it.
But like like the T-shirts you made, I like mine a lot.
I like mine a lot, too.
I just don't like how it says Simple Minded on it. I think I have a pocket tee, maybe not.
I don't have
think
pocket
yours
tee.
says
Mine-
don't be.
Yeah, mine
That's
says
what you don't like.
mine has that logo and then it has "Don't Be" on it and then it says "Simple Mind" on the back. But Simple Minded looks cool.
Mhm.
See, your Simple Mind that's on your back is on my chest, and
Mhm.
I have that logo on my back.
Mhm.
See, I like
I like-
mine where the logo's on the front. That's a fire logo. It's a badass logo. Hunter did a good job. Marlon's inspiration.
I think maybe like I'm nitpicking this, but like this right here just needs to be like cleaned up.
No.
But maybe that's
But
like
I mean, graphically, like
on-
when that prints, it doesn't really matter. And that might be, I don't know what, like that logo's. There might be like an actual one of it somewhere.
like it's just like how it's like there's a black line, there's pink.
Eh.
Yeah,
It's
the
just-
pink's the outside of the brain.
Yeah, but it looks like we were trying to color.
It looks like somebody took a white thing.
Yeah, it looked like we couldn't color outside the
Hey,
lines.
a lot of
That's hitting at the point of it.
I don't know.
a lot of smack talk from somebody that didn't make it. So
That's true. That's true. That's why I said I was like,
can we even monetize that? Where's that fire from? That fire looks awfully familiar.
It wouldn't be hard for us to make a new fire. I wouldn't assume.
No, I would not be worried about the fight. It's fine. We can monetize that.
Hmm.
It's reconstructed so much that it's fine. Like I didn't take that fire from anywhere. It was more like 3 of the little flames you see was what I downloaded, and I cut it into like 3 different pieces, and then I merged them together in 4 different ways, and then I copied them 8 times. It's like one of those deals.
I see.
But do you think we need it on a separate website? Like it just wouldn't make sense.
You're right.
No.
It wouldn't make
Like
sense.
especially if you were trying to sell as a tactical shirt company, it wouldn't make sense to have that on
I
there.
would just put it on Teespring. So what's going to happen is when the podcast gets big enough, I think Teespring will be the best because Teespring will be easily mergeable with YouTube. So one thing my channel is not allowed to do is sell merch via the.
Well, it's a good thing this isn't your channel.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I get it. I get
no.
it.
So my channel, in theory, should be able to merge with Teespring and YouTube's marketplace, and sometimes you can sell T-shirts below the videos. Well,
Yeah, I see that sometimes.
I can't do that. So it has to go to.
Is it because you make stuff with illegal stuff?
No, it's because I make stuff
you
with
break the
legal
rules?
stuff that. He's talking about TikTok.
You Republican.
Uh,
Shame on you
Elliot
for
got-
following the rules.
Elliot
I got
got
banned
banned
on
on
TikTok
TikTok.
this morning, and it was more of a serious ban this time. I've been banned before for not being allowed to post. Now I can't do anything except for scroll.
Yeah, but the worst part is you've been
no.
unbanned for a day.
Oh, I know. I don't even know why I was banned this time.
You've been unbanned for one day. They got
Yeah, I was
banned.
unbanned
They banned
yesterday.
him. They banned him Sunday or Monday, whatever day it was, and he got unbanned yesterday. He
Post
uploaded.
this morning. But the post this morning there was nothing in that. There wasn't even a gun in the one this morning.
Yeah,
There was half a gun, but I've posted shooting videos before.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why.
Maybe that's what's getting reported. Like people are seeing old videos.
No.
again.
They take down posts.
Yeah,
So it took the post this morning. And it was popping, too.
they got 8K views in 4 seconds.
Like, it was literally like I was on a meeting, turned my camera off naturally, and I was just like, I was on TikTok and I just saw it happen. I got like so many views. I just refreshed it because you sit there and you watch it sometimes and you just
I just
and
watched
I was
content
getting like
all over and over again.
I was getting like 100, 200. Refresh that sucker, it was like 4K. Refreshed it again, it was like 8K, and I was like,
So
what
what'd it
is
get up to?
happening?
What did it get up to?
No, it only got to like 16, and then I got blocked.
No.
Really?
Yeah.
What were your tags?
You
have, like,
it
gun
was
in
like
your
military.
tag?
No, I didn't do any gun tags. It was like military, tactical, thermal, For You page,
Then you
like
know whatever.
Lizzo, and
Maybe you should take your shooting videos down.
I don't think
No.
it's not the shooting. The shooting videos are up.
That's what's so weird about it. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like he
Yeah,
has
but see-
50 shooting videos.
So let's say hypothetically speaking, you're like the shooting videos. All right, they're fine. However, that one you just posted gets reported. So like now it gets some dude just like, oh, let me go look at this report for Elliot Delp. They go to it's like gun video banned. That could be it. It could be like a self.
But they're not. It's
Like
it's,
the
it's-
bot could not have done it. Like some guy saw that he had shooting videos and didn't bother go.
But it is a bot because I repealed it. And I
Oh, okay.
I need to check. See if it because I repealed it this morning, and sometimes they pop right back up. No, count system notification 8 hours ago, so they're not new yet. But it counts all of them. So like most of my videos that
Like YouTube has like 3 strikes, right?
YouTube. Yeah, but it's hard to get those 3 strikes.
They're like strikes. Like YouTube can give you a lot of crap, but like the strikes.
You have to do something bad.
Well-
so I was really scared going into YouTube that I was going to get strikes, but you have to really do something on YouTube. YouTube will just demonetize the crap out of you.
Mhm.
They'll give you no money
See,
at
you
all.
say that, but I think it's weird. I know YouTubers. There was one documentary guy called Mr. Medicare. He wasn't like a famous YouTuber or anything. He was like a niche YouTuber. He's like 100K subs, something like that. He just like documentaries on just like random people. Like like that guy I was talking about. I don't even remember. So that fat dude I was talking about last week. He did like a video or a couple weeks ago. Anyways, you never remember anything. Anyways, he did a video on him and like a bunch of like billions of other like internet personalities. He probably did one on Rice Gum, whatever. Just like documentary stuff. He was banned on YouTube, like permanently. It's gone. You can barely find his videos anymore.
What did he do?
Yeah, what did he do?
I don't know. I never really looked into it.
Yeah,
But like I followed him. It wasn't. He did like it wasn't content.
It
that I was
also
like, oh my
used to
God.
be a lot worse.
Mm-hmm.
It's got as bad as YouTube is in terms of like saying stuff. It's really hard now
There was
to get banned.
Leafy is Here was banned. He was an OG YouTuber. Like the commentary age of YouTube. He was like one of the biggest ones, and he got banned for bullying because his whole thing was like talking trash about like young kids on the internet, and like his audience of like teenagers at the time would like watch him talk about, oh, this kid's so fat, he's so awkward. He got banned for that.
Well, that makes sense though.
That was
you
like
can't
2015.
You can't say. Now I think we're a lot more conditioned anyway to like how we talk about things.
I mean, it wasn't like bad stuff. It's like, look at this kid.
Yeah,
he's so
but
awkward.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
unless you're in like a consensual type of environment where like I can hit Sparky in the balls on YouTube, but I can't talk smack about him with him not being there. So like what Marlon was saying, like the streamer got banned because he was calling people fat.
Yeah, but I still don't see why. Like maybe old YouTube. I don't think you'd get banned now for that.
He got banned in like 2016.
Yeah, YouTube went there for a little bit where it's pretty
Mhm.
scary. But now they just
The,
demonetize you.
The great demonetized. It was used to be way worse. I hear like demonetizing and stuff like that. I think it was around one time. It might have been like Pepsi, but like YouTube was running. Pepsi was running ads on YouTube, and Pepsi realized that one of its ads was ran on like I think it was like a Nazi video, something like that. And they're like, all right, well, I'm not showing ads on YouTube anymore. And everyone else was like, oh, Pepsi's not running ads anymore.
Adpocalypse.
The
Yeah,
Apocalypse.
Apocalypse. Yeah,
When-
like
when
all
was
the
that?
big players pulled out.
Yeah, when was it? Like 2016, 2017?
No,
2017, 2018, probably 2018.
No, it
or
wasn't
something like that.
2018.
It
It was
I
during
remember when it happened.
during
Because-
when like Leave Us Here got banned because there was the Great Purge and the Adpocalypse where YouTube was like, everyone who's not PC and kid friendly right now is getting off. I need money. Advertise. Get everyone shut up. Like it was during that time. So I guess that probably didn't help his ban. But
No. And that's the thing now. Like, they've really structured it to where, like, they're so picky on what can be monetized, what can't be monetized. Sheesh. Yeah. So go check us out. We really appreciate you guys for watching, listening, whatever the hell you're doing. We'll see you guys on the next one. As always, take someone outdoors. Peace.